Trustees. Welcome, everyone, to the Monday, May 18th, 2026 Village of Lansing Board of Trustees meeting. I am going to begin our meeting tonight with a roll call. Susan Ainsley.
Present.
Patrick Gillespie. Here. Carolyn Greenwald.
Here.
Kathleen Yin. And I am here, Bonnie Hardaway. So we have a full quorum tonight. The next order of business is a public comment period. This is the part of our meeting when people, anyone online or in the room can speak on any topic that is not already on the agenda. Is there anyone online or in the room who would like to speak?
Hi, everyone. This is Soledad representing the planning board. I don't have any additional topics to talk about, just representing.
Thank you, Soledad. Anything else? Hearing none and seeing none, I will move that we close the public comment period.
Second.
Susan Ainsley seconds. All those in favor of closing the public comment period, say aye. The next order of business is to approve minutes from May 4th and 11th and May 11th, 2026. I think we were all at those meetings except for you, Pat. So we can approve both of these minutes together. I will move that we approve both the draft minutes from May 4th and the draft minutes from May 11th, 2026.
Second.
Susan seconds. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any abstentions? One. Thank you. Okay. The next order of business for tonight is to consider the proposed local law D, rezoning of 720 and 730 Warren Road. The proposed local law, I won't read the law since we've already considered it, but I will read the title. Proposed local law D 2026, which will become local law 4. Amendment of the Village of Lansing Code zoning law to rezone an existing portion of the high-density residential district located on Warren Road to the Business and Technology District. We have already discussed this law. We've had public hearings, and we've also gone through the state required seeker. So the only thing we were lacking was a GML 239 review letter from the county, which we did receive after our last meeting. We discussed this and we decided to postpone passing the actual resolution for this law. So that's what we'll do tonight. I will move the resolution. The resolution is to adopt the proposed local law D 2026 amendment of the Village of Lansing Code zoning law to rezone an existing portion of the high-density residential district located on Warren Road to the Business and Technology District as local law 4 2026. Someone like to second that? Pat? Okay, is there any discussion about this resolution?
I have one question. Natalie, when we talk about the Business and Technology District in the code, do we use the initial abbreviation BTD? Or is it just BT? I thought it was BTD.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah. So when we have the code updated, the language of this resolution doesn't matter.
No, because it's not in the code, it's just the
Right.
purpose of the resolution.
Okay, so when we put it in the code.
I was thinking that recently I thought I saw that they had in the chart of uses they've been working on, I thought that they had changed it to BT.
I think BT, because everything else is HDR, like we don't include the D on most other zones.
Okay, so we'll start
It's gonna be
referring to it that
changing to
way.
B.
Just gonna refer to it.
It's just part of it, making it consistent.
Fine, okay, that sounds like a good way to do it.
Is there any other discussion on this resolution?
And the only other question I had raised in the past, and I don't think there's no potential perception of spot zoning.
No, this current use is actually out of place in HDR. It is more suited for BTD as it's currently is. So we're just correcting what is a perceived error in the zoning map at this point.
Thank you.
And there was no significant impact on the GML 239 response.
Yeah, the county told us there was no significant impact. So thank you for bringing that up, Natalie.
Moved and seconded,
There's a second.
just vote.
All right. All those in favor of passing this resolution, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, resolution is passed. Okay. Our next order of business is to approve the warrant to treasurer to collect taxes. We have to do this every year. Did all of you have a chance to look at the warrant to treasurer to collect taxes? Okay. Are there any questions? Jody, for the benefit of anyone who's watching the video, exactly how do you use this warrant?
Well, I have to be authorized by you to collect taxes. And this gives us the total taxes that are collected, which is 1,283,790.58. There's a very large delinquent water and sewer this year. So it just seems kind of large, but there is one person that is a very big offender.
Okay.
I'll just leave it at that.
Okay,
Person as opposed to business.
It's a business.
Okay.
Yeah, that large amount, yeah.
okay. I had a question. I just didn't remember this from the prior year. For V Lansing 520, prior year move tax.
Yeah, so if there's any kind of adjustment, that's a Tompkins County assessment thing.
Oh, okay, it's to alert them then.
So if someone, for instance, had the wrong exemptions and they caught that and there was a move, so it's called moving.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Is there any other discussion about this warrant? Okay, I will move the warrant.
Second.
Susan seconds. Any other discussion? All those in favor of passing this warrant, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and I'll just go ahead and sign this now.
I do want to mention that I went to the Tompkins County Assessment Department to pick up the tax bills. And their new office that's actually up here on Dutch Mill is amazing.
I heard that
Very
also
cheap.
from someone else.
Yeah, it's huge. It had sat empty for 2 years and they got it fully furnished for 90,000 square.
Wow.
And they're trying to move them, so yeah, you'd really like to talk to them about not moving them. Because it'd be like 9 times what they're paying now.
Yeah, it's a long discussion.
Yeah,
We could go back.
accessible from downtown, but I heard also that before.
Yeah,
But most people do their stuff online
Yeah.
for them anyways. I mean, there's
Yeah.
different offices that do different things.
Be a good place to save money.
Mhm.
yeah, there are lots of discussions about shifting county personnel around to various locations temporarily until the proposed center of government is built by the county. And then once that's plan is finalized and triggered, they'll have a better idea of what the actual office space, floor space is within that building. And they'll know what departments to consolidate and which ones will be satellites. So it's still an ongoing discussion. Nothing has been decided yet. Okay. The next topic is actually, it's a resolution to abandon the proposed sewer easement in Bolton Estates Lot 2 on Black Chan Road. I didn't understand what replenishment,
It's supposed to be relinquishment.
Yeah.
relinquishment. Okay, I was gonna ask.
I gave her,
Yeah, the printed one
I
is
gave you a
correct.
new one.
Yeah, and
And then
that's,
I changed it on too,
Okay.
when Natalie pointed out.
okay.
I'm like, I don't know the lingo, sorry.
So I've seen the image of the easement, but not the written
It is
description.
not a written easement.
Okay, because I just wanted to confirm, John said that this one thing that we'd always ask for is, so could an easement ever be used for trails? And
It
he's,
goes right down the middle of the lot.
and he said it could never be used for trails.
Never use it.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm that before we.
It passes right in between 4 building lots. Like dissects them right in half.
That doesn't mean we'd never use it for trails.
But they've been sold. I mean, a lot of people have relied upon assertions from John that these easements would never be used.
Right.
And remind me again, how large is the parcel?
I don't, maybe an acre or so. the top corner of that subdivision. I don't know the acreage of the lot. Here, Ronnie has it.
Yeah,
Potential,
5.132 acre.
that's the lot. Now, if it's been,
Yeah.
so you think it's been subdivided then?
That lot has not been subdivided. This is part of the subdivision. I
Okay.
anticipate they're planning to build on this lot and they want to be able to locate the home without consideration of the easement.
Right, because then you've got this area around the easement,
Mhm.
that you- yeah, and setbacks, so, yeah.
And John mentioned that this abuts the town, so we likely wouldn't have any need for the connection right here at the town, but he didn't want to let it go on the lots to the south, just in case there was a way to connect to the east or west alternatively.
So this just.
That's why we aren't doing all
Yeah.
4 lots that it touches at the moment.
Okay, all right.
so lot 2, okay, that's the 5.132 acres. Is there any potential for putting in the sewer and hooking up in the future?
John has reviewed it and there's no plans to do anything there.
So currently there, it's up there.
I think that's the name. This one? Yeah.
Yeah, it's that middle one.
Are there any other utilities there bundled in?
On that lot, I mean, there's probably gonna be NICEAG along the.
It goes through?
No, just the proposed sewer easement, and there was never actually an easement given. It's always ever just been proposed on the
Right.
maps. There's similar drainage easements in the lot, sign easements on the subdivision, which have never actually been dedicated to the.
Okay, we've been discussing it, but let me move the resolution before we discuss it anymore. I don't need a second for that.
Second.
Susan seconds. I think that I will read, well, I don't know if I want to read it all. I'll read the first whereas a final and approved subdivision map labeled Bolton Estate subdivision, comma, Edward Y. Crossmore, Village of Lansing, Tompkins County, New York, dated March 18th, 2008, and approved by the Village of Lansing Planning Board on October 30th, 2007, and signed by the chairperson of the Village of Lansing Planning Board on March 27th, 2008, was recorded in the Tompkins County Clerk's Office on March 27th, 2008 as instrument number 523633-010, hereinafter referred to as the subdivision map. I did find in this resolution, if you go down to the bottom under the now therefore the third paragraph, there were a couple of grammatical errors. The mayor is hereby authorized to make, execute, and deliver to the owners of Lot 2 an instrument in a form suitable for recording. Release, I think that should be releasing whatever interest the village might have in and said, and I think it's in it, whatever interest the village might have in said abandoned sewer easement. So I want to replace release with releasing and remove and just between in and said. I just think it was moved, used from something else and not all of the words are changed. Is that a friendly amendment to everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Just a point of order, wouldn't you want to discuss the resolution before you moved and seconded? Because how do you know if you want to second the resolution until you discuss it?
Well, you move a resolution, you move a topic to the table, you discuss the topic, and then you vote.
What you just did, you moved the resolution as written and seconded by Susan, and then we're discussing it. So if during the discussion, someone then,
We had discussion before we moved the resolution is what it is. And I wanted to catch that. There was a little bit of a discussion before we went into moving the resolution to the table. That's the normal order of business, is to move it.
And then.
Jody's shaking her head. I don't.
Usually you discuss the whole thing and change it, and then you would move it. You don't move it.
I see, with the changes, move with the changes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we would be moving an amendment
Mhm.
to the resolutions. I apologize, I misunderstood what you were saying. I will move an amendment to this resolution under paragraph 3 as I described, changing releasing and remove the word and. between N and said. So we would vote on the amendment first. So I move the amendment.
Second.
Susan seconds the amendment. All those in favor of the amendment, say aye. Aye. And now we would vote on the actual.
No,
We
we
would.
don't need to do that. Well, you amended it first, and then you're voting on that changed.
On the amended resolution.
Yeah,
It automatically picks up the full resolution? I thought it was just I'm going by what I've watched hundreds of county meetings. They have two votes when there's an amendment. One is for the amendment, which would affect the paragraph 3. If that-
but it's
that's
just,
accept-
it's just an and an ing. It's not changing the content at all.
Okay. But
Right?
it's still, I was asked to vote on the amendment. You vote on the amendment and then you vote on the.
So you want
resolution. 2
two resolutions for this? You
No.
wanted to,
No, one is a vote on the amendment to the resolution or amended resolution. Well, that's true. It's an amended resolution. Okay, you're right.
Suggesting, Ronnie, is that you have a discussion about a resolution before you ask for a motion and a second.
Right, but then if there's an amendment,
Forget about
that
that.
was my concern.
Generally, I'm just saying, but
Okay.
I think that before you move a motion, we should have a discussion about that motion. I don't think it needs to be moved to the table. I think it's on the agenda, we discuss it, because how do you know you want to second it until you discuss it?
Because all you're doing is opening the
Opening the
discussion.
discussion.
It opens the discussion.
and I'll tell you right now in the minutes, I put all your discussion together and then keep the
Yeah, and then
resolution
you do the
together.
resolution.
I don't stop and then start putting comments in again before your vote. Because
It should have been moved before we started the discussion, is what I'm saying, but we started the discussion. So.
Any more discussion?
And we've passed the resolution, so it's been approved. So that's good.
did we all go, we didn't vote.
Oh, did we not vote? Oh, sorry. Got distracted by the, okay, all those in favor of passing this resolution, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, good. Thank you. The next topic is to reschedule. This was my fault. I didn't catch that the joint meeting was scheduled for a time when I was going to be out of town. So I'm asking that the joint meeting be moved to either the June 15th or July 6th. I didn't get responses from everyone, but the responses I did get said June 5th or either are good. So I would like to propose that we move our joint session with our joint meeting with the Board of Trustees to our June 15th meeting.
I did speak with Lorraine and Mike Baker. They're the only two that responded to me. I asked what dates would be better. They did not want the one right by the 4th of July holiday. And Mike Baker said either 15th or the second meeting in July. So, and then Lorraine's like, it's okay either way.
Okay.
So,
My only question is though, it was originally scheduled for the planning board's meeting.
no, it's
No.
No, it wasn't?
In error.
Okay, all right, so.
Yeah.
So it'll be 7:30 then.
7:30 on June 15th.
Okay, got it.
On June 15th.
we need a resolution. So let's move that.
All right, I will move that we pass a resolution that says our second joint meeting it will be rescheduled to June 15th, 2026 at 7:30 PM.
Second.
Susan seconds. All those in favor say aye. Aye. The next discussion is going on with our work in progress on our job description.
No. Topics for the joint meeting.
Oh, that's right. We were going to have topics with that. That's right. Can anyone suggest topics for the joint meeting from the trustee side?
I have a suggestion for just community outreach. I know the YMCA has some pretty successful events that they host biannually, one being Trunk or Treat, the other being this one that just passed, I think it's called Healthy Families. And I'm thinking about also the Shannon Park Pollinator Garden and the required NYSERDA community outreach component of installing that. Just thinking about this, the topic is community outreach and generally
Just as letting everyone in the room know about the upcoming events.
kind of like brainstorming, like
Any new
think
ones?
about our community outreach, and get a joint perspective on whether or not we should be doing any kind of social media outreach.
Like
Just-
tabling at those events?
I don't know, like maybe going to those events, hosting maybe one or two events for the village, like maybe the shade dedication, maybe the education, just the topic is community outreach. And these are some ideas.
That's a good topic.
And we have a newsletter and we have Siren we can use.
Mhm.
We have emails for some people. We have some of the lists are out there.
Mhm.
I mean, the YMCA stuff goes in our newsletter and the town stuff goes in our newsletter.
Are you
We
talking?
newsletter more often.
Sorry, Johnny.
Just, are we reaching people? Do we want to be doing other things?
Yeah. Okay.
Just the topic is community outreach.
I think that that's a valid topic. Yeah. Come up with some ideas of potential community outreach, or there may be others, the other events that someone in the room knows about that not everyone else has heard. So get a listing of those.
And maybe like a formalized additional planning for additional community outreach in addition to Siren and the newsletter. Are there other avenues that we should be discussing?
That's what I was thinking you were saying.
Yeah, that's what.
Should we have face-to-face meetings or be present at events as
No,
village
yeah, I can talk about it.
representatives? Yeah, that's a worthy topic.
Maybe,
Good.
and maybe a quick summary from the Greenway Committee. I was listening to
Today's meeting.
today's meeting for a minute. So whoever was present, she must have been sharing her screen.
Mhm.
But you listed what we're up to with the butterfly garden, and maybe the planning board doesn't know that. So just a quick overview of the projects
Awesome.
upcoming in the next 2 or 3 years. I mean, don't expect the pollinated garden tomorrow. You know,
Right.
because I think often, where's the pollinator garden? You know, you've been talking about it for a little while
Mhm.
to determine, but just a quick,
Yeah, the Greenway Committee is working on a Greenway update.
okay, maybe
And
just.
so
present that.
that's our project for the next, I was hoping it would be done in 2026, but I actually think it might not be.
Well,
But it's the next 10 months project for the Greenway Committee. So yeah, I can update people. Yeah.
that creates then a talking point within the community,
Mhm.
you know, walking and talking trails. I don't know.
Yeah, there were a lot of, the recording is there, and there were a lot of great ideas that were expressed from the student projects.
But also
That
realize.
could be incorporated into all aspects of the village. And would span the entire age spectrum and accessibility. So things that could be done immediately, more midterm and long-term. So
Hopefully all those will
be
be
a
in the plan.
great recording to
The new plan.
on the website.
Hopefully the new plan will have
Yeah.
immediate things are relatively inexpensive, like we talked about, like, for example, the signage not being on Warren Road that brings people into the park. We can do that right now.
Yeah.
Midterm would be like working on the connectivity between Ned Hickey and Marion Hartel. And long-term would be like really getting access to Black Gin, like really getting people down into the more of the village lands. Like that would be great examples.
And all the uses too in the park. Bringing in sustainability, nature education, loops for children. Health, we've got our health providers here, but different uses for the park as well as, and then just the aesthetic themes for continuity and pulling things together.
There's so
I
much.
just
It was like,
lost-
it's like going to a conference. It's like all the ideas are like.
And it just triggers more and more.
Yeah, yeah, it was really exciting. It was a great presentation. I'm glad you guys could watch it.
So for suggested topics, I mean, I have a list. Communication was one, and it was more, public information, education, which couples with civic engagement. And how to better address that. The other is obviously the zoning code update status, energy systems, proactive incentives for sustainable, for housing. And also addressing vacancies in maintenance, especially commercial maintenance. And then there's the Village Comprehensive Emergency Management Plan, which is a subset of the entire resiliency and adaptation.
We only have 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to prioritize. Yeah.
Planning board has a list too. One of the assignments are to go to the website and actually read what's on the website prior to. You all have your assignments.
But we're just collecting ideas.
Yeah,
We can distill those down into a broader topic area and kind of do an update within a range of subtopics. But yeah. I think-
Code updates could be 2 hours.
Yeah.
Code updates.
You should start with that. It's not sure it's a good topic, but we do need to kickstart the battery energy storage system. If we want to put anything in our code. Mike Scott and I attended a presentation today that basically the state has fire code and just a general code related to battery energy storage systems that we might not have to do that much. We don't need. It's not a law.
Yeah,
That's what we
Mike
did
is
this
working
whole
on
law.
it.
Right.
If you want to work with Mike Baker, because you just wanted to do this presentation, the two of you look at the model law, edit it for the village.
Right,
I think Mike Scott is working on a first pass.
right.
Okay, great.
Yeah, what they were saying is that if there's no need to, just be aware that there's no need to repeat what's already in the state law. Because you don't have to say, we're going to do what the state told us to do. You just refer to their law. Because some municipalities apparently were writing their own code that just duplicates what the state said, and there's no need to do that.
Well, they might have done it 4 years ago before the state.
Started it before the state finished it, yeah. But they said that just be aware that you might not have to do that much work. Just read through. If there's something particular to your municipality, obviously you would need to. So that might be a short discussion with the planning board to see where we are.
Did you attend with Mike Scott or Mike Baker?
Mike Scott,
Mike Scott.
right.
Webinar, right?
We have a battery energy storage system project that has been planned. The formal presentation to the planning board had to be postponed, but that will be coming up. So it's a good chance to look and see. I think we're probably fairly well protected by just state law, but we might want to consider there might be things particular to our village as we go through evaluating that particular project, if there's something that we need to add to or improve upon for the village of Lansing.
Yeah, because that model law has been around for quite some time. So it might have even come out before more state regulations were in place.
Right. It was released in 2025. This is the version that.
Oh, there's the latest version.
There's a new version apparently. I think that and this is in light of I have to wait and see is the mall might be a good topic for all of us too, because I think that there's a potential for some things that come out in this Ithaca Times article that I believe is going to be released on Wednesday that might move us to talk a little bit more about the law within our two boards too. So that's a potential topic, I think. Pat, did you have anything? I didn't. Susan?
No, nothing.
Well, if there are more topics, if you think of something, this is the type of thing that we can just communicate by email between meetings. If a topic comes up, you say, "Oh, let's think about this topic for that meeting," and we'll just solidify the final agenda topics for that joint meeting before the meeting. So we have a little bit of time to look at some more topics.
Do we have any from the planning board yet?
I'm sure there will be. Yeah.
Mostly it's going to probably be code.
But they were working on a list last meeting.
Okay.
I'm not sure when it was going to be circulated.
Yeah, I thought that they had started it, but they're probably like us. They're getting ideas and they're going to find it down to a smaller set. Or a 2-hour meeting. So
Tails.
we each kind of divide it in half. We each get an hour. So
Yeah, 2 major issues.
yeah. And off cuff, I can't think of anything else right at the moment. But if I think of some more, obviously I'll do the same thing. I'll send it out by email. Is there any other discussion on the topics for that joint meeting? Okay, we'll move on then. Now we'll get back to work on the deputy clerk treasurer job description. You got the document that, and this was Carolyn had suggested this be done at our new meeting this month to find the differences between what was left out of the generic county version that they want for their system and ours. And the document that I produced shows you what the differences were to the best of my ability. I wanted to show you what was omitted, what was deleted, and then and just the first one was I was going to say they deleted a phrase in the middle of a sentence and paragraph, and I wanted to give you the full paragraph. And so, do we want to re-specify within our village additional job descriptions, anything related to that phrase that was removed? Or training and experience equivalent to or greater than the above. Preference may be given to candidates with code, clerical, or other municipal work experience. Do we want to keep that in? We'll obviously have to rewrite it a little bit, but.
So just so everybody realizes, it says suggested minimum. And this person we're hiring, if everyone's okay, I think our first step is we need to make sure that we get any additional comments we have to the county to them, because they also have to send it to the Village of Dryden. And who's the other attorney, right? That has to then go to the state. This will be an exempt position. So we can hire whoever we want. We don't have to follow anything because it's an exempt position. So trying to get into the nitty-gritty details, it just can be just a blanket
Right.
type.
Yeah, and my suggestion is just to keep it as simple as possible.
So what's the timetable for, do we have to send it? We'll have to send it back to the county.
So yeah, so we just, if we want to keep this going with the county, we want to send it to them and so that they can get working on it, because they're just sitting there waiting for us right now. And then once they hear from us, if there's anything, like if we go along with her suggested changes, then we just need to let them know that. Or if we have another sentence that we wanted added to it, but we have to remember it's for 3 different municipalities. Then she said, once you're within your own municipality, you can have your own list. I had given a list to Ronnie, and it's just talking about our actual position. It's not restating the minimum requirements or anything. I think that is what the county, would just leave that there. I think what my suggestion would be to just be more of what this person is going to do here, what we expect of them.
Right.
And I don't know if you guys all saw that I sent to Ronnie or not.
Yeah.
I just have to have a copy.
Oh, but you just cover.
Well, I want to help move this along. I do this one every day, so.
Yeah, it looks like this.
Goes.
Yeah, you need a copy?
He has it also.
And
A couple copies.
This one, yeah.
Two.
or is this something the village could do independently with the state for an exempt classification, or does it have to go through the county?
No,
Oh, okay.
we go through the county. This is just like assessment department.
Got it.
We don't have our own assessors, the county does it.
Okay.
And the county has the personnel department, human resources that we're under. There's reports that have to be done. I submit my data to them, and then they file it with the state in their, required reports. So, this would just be, we have somebody come in, we pick them to be interviewed, and we would send them like this list of ours. And said, this is what happens individually in our village. And this gives you all the different things that I do. And it takes some of the county thing too, puts it together. But I don't for instance, I don't think we have to, again, list the minimum qualifications. Because we've already done that. And I just think like the typical work activity to send this to them, say, are you still?
Right.
This is a more detail of what we do.
We want to put, since it's both clerk and treasurer, deputy clerk and treasurer, do you want to insert two things, office clerical and financial experience, and then full-time paid.
Well, okay, so listening to what you guys have been saying, hey, maybe we'll find the perfect person that wants to start out as part-time and then go to full-time. If you're saying it's full-time, you're locked into that, right? But you guys have said we're trying to find a person that will fit to the village to do what we want them to do. So is that person going to be there? Will they eventually take my spot? Maybe. Or do you want to always have two people? I'm just listening to what you guys have been saying.
Well, I'm talking about experience, full-time equivalent, so it can be part-time.
When you're exempt, we can do whatever we want. We could hire someone out of high school. You could get someone out of high school who was brilliant. And,
Jody.
Yeah.
Jody, explain the difference between exempt and non-exempt.
Exempt means
Please,
you're
for
not, yes,
everybody.
yeah.
I know,
You're not
but-
covered by civil service. I'm an exempt position. And I think it has a lot to do with dealing with cash and you have to have somebody who's honest, So if you could just, example, I'm appointed every 2 years. Next year, Ronnie could say, I don't want to appoint you. I want to appoint that. And he could do that because I'm not protected by civil service.
There. And I think when you haven't worked in exempt or non-exempt and understood, it significantly changes the job.
Yeah.
It could be the same job, the duties and responsibilities, but if it's.
No,
Well,
a
if
treasurer is not.
No, but
There
if
isn't.
but in the big wide world, there's exempt and non-exempt positions
In civil service, in
Yes.
government. Yes, there is.
there.
Yeah.
Everybody-
Because every other position here at the village is, not. It's the
So
opposite.
to your point,
Mhm.
we use the county.
Yeah.
We agree with Dryden and Trumansburg
Mhm.
and Lansing, and then we go forward after the
Yeah.
state says
Yeah, and
approved.
it's not after this, we don't even have to wait for the state to approve it. We can still go ahead and hire somebody, but they'd be provisional. You hire them as a provisional person.
Anyway, there's a period of time. There.
But it's just like Mike Scott. He was provisional until he had to pass his test. So he was provisional for 2-3 years before they actually gave the test.
Year and a half, 2 years,
So-
something like
It
that.
was a long time.
Yeah.
So,
We had to give them time to go through all of the exams and training.
but, and the state did not hold an exam for a long time.
Yes.
That's why.
We had
That's
COVID.
why.
We waited for that.
Well, was it? I
Yeah.
thought it was COVID.
Yeah, yeah.
Time flies. Yeah, there was a time they were not holding the exams. That's true. Okay. So basically, I guess our first step then is, did everyone read the document that would had all the county's markups? Did you just turn off the review, the change tracking and do not show any tracking or changes, and just read the actual final document that they created? Jody gave us a copy last Thursday. Did everyone look at that? It seemed to be pretty good. I think there are some things that Jody's list, basically expands it for our village, but generally it was pretty good. I didn't see anything significant that we would enjoy.
I didn't either.
So
Ruby's had a DEI statement before and I didn't see that on the other.
Ruby pulled them.
Yeah.
It's not in this version. If you look at this version, once you remove all the comments, it's not in here.
What did she suggest?
Well, it's
The
just,
DEI statement?
yeah, a DEI statement.
Sentence.
Yeah.
that sentence.
And that's from the county's
Count one.
perspective. They have to do that. They've said they wanted to do that on their documents. So, but we don't have to do that. All we are going to approve is the version that applies to the villages. In this case, it's written for our village, but it's going to go to the other villages for review. So they may make some changes too before it goes to the state.
The only other thing, and this is be under work activities. Are we there yet, or are we still on minimum qualifications?
Go ahead.
Ability to obtain and or maintain a notary public license,
Your what license?
notary.
Yes. It's a requirement, I think.
But
I had to get one when I started here.
right,
You just go and you take a test.
that was an additional that I thought we just put that in under the village additional.
It's a good idea.
I want to just confirm that it's not already in there.
Yeah.
I may have missed it.
Oh, it's here.
Oh, it is. It's
Yeah.
under full performance. Okay.
Yeah, the full performance. Yeah, that's,
I must have been looking at your old one.
Yeah.
Okay.
wait, it is in there. I thought I couldn't remember where.
I noticed a couple other villages had, employees' physical condition shall be commensurate with demands of the position, like sitting for extended periods of time, lifting about 20 pounds, that kind of thing. I don't know if that's getting too in the weeds.
I think so. Well, when I was hired, no one said anything about my physical activity. And you might have to sit for 8 hours. You might have to lift a paper case.
Or you might have to require a.
I mean, you're not gonna get every single thing we do. You're not.
And to limit, it's almost discriminatory, isn't it?
Oh, no,
When you
it's
get in
here.
Trouble.
It's here.
Yeah, it's
It's here.
Yeah.
physical condition commensurate
This was-
with demands of the position, I think was generic enough where,
Physical condition. We don't need to define physical.
No.
condition.
So now.
It's here.
Yeah, but it's here, it's there.
Yeah. I was comparing it to an older version, sorry.
yeah, I understand. I understand. I've gone through like 4 or 5 versions. My brain's sizzling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are okay with me calling the county, telling them that
please.
you're okay with us and go ahead and send it to the other villages? And then once they come up with a final, to send it to us.
Yes.
So just, we need motions or resolutions or,
We don't need any of those.
okay.
All right.
No, because it's gonna come back to us again. This is
Yeah.
just draft.
All right. Please send it, Jody.
And then, the Jody's list of typical work activities, is everyone okay with that?
Yes.
Carolyn?
The only thing I was hoping for was, I told you, website editing skills, but hoping for, the person could have that or not have that. If we have a great person who doesn't have that, we'll probably still hire them.
I didn't have it,
Yeah.
and I was taught by Ronnie, but it's not doing the website. We definitely should have an IT person.
And
Yes.
didn't we decide that already?
Yes, we did.
An IT person and someone updating your website are probably not the same person.
Someone here, well. Yeah, not necessarily, but we definitely need someone who can do that.
The, the website's currently designed so staff members can can submit minutes and documents to the website if they choose. Some do, some don't. And so, the new IT person would probably do the same. Most websites that have content have that ability where each person would be able to submit within parameters of their responsibilities, content into the website.
I know there was a problem at the town of Land, or different municipalities. They don't get updates. Like, for instance, Bolton Point they tried to update something. Oh, our IT person hasn't gotten around to it yet. So we do want to make sure that we can get things updated by the staff, or, I mean, because if I had to wait and send my minutes to an IT person and when they
Yes.
actually got around to it, or put an announcement up that,
Yeah.
tomorrow we're paving, or,
No.
you know.
You can set the system up so that a submission has to be approved. But if you trust the person and give them the ability to submit within the parameters of their responsibilities, then it's an immediate insertion into the website. And that's a common design. That's not, I designed that I'm designing since 1993, but the new systems do the same thing. It's just a content management system, a CMS, and that's what you do. There are roles that you assign. Jody has an editor role, and she has a role related to, I think hers is general, because she can submit anything. But
Well, I
like
can't-
Carolyn would, well, within,
Yeah, I can only submit minutes or agendas and put announcements up.
she can't do code.
I can't do, I had to send you the code, you had to do that.
Right.
However, you do money well, so.
But that part is when when the new person takes over, they can pick up, I've got a document that tells them how to do all the things I just described, and we can proceed as we are right now.
But we're gonna have somebody new doing it.
Yes, you would have at some point someone new doing it, and they may want to go to a different system and redesign it. If that's the case, they would need to make a proposal to you as far as the time and the resources required and the cost. So we just want to find someone who can pick up where I left off, and I think I got everything pretty well defined where if they have a question how to do something, they can do it. And if I'd missed it, then I can quickly create something, because there's so many things I do with the website. I don't even think about it much anymore. It's just an automatic thing. So I've tried to not do that and make good documentation for the person. But obviously, if I've missed something, I will fill in that gap.
So I think it might be useful to just put that in as an additional, as a desired skill to be able to at least oversee maintenance and updates or
Updating website,
maintenance updates.
updating website is on there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like.
Under
Yeah,
assist
I see it.
treasurer with.
Oh, it got moved,
Down.
or is it
Yeah,
now?
it's near the bottom. No, it's not. It's near the bottom of the
Seven
first
up
page,
from the first, from the bottom of the first page
under the assist clerk treasurer with the
of
sub,
Jody's
Go to
list,
submission.
this,
The one I
of
just gave
Jody's
you.
submission.
this document.
The one,
Get them?
that one.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, not on the,
No.
okay, I'm
Well,
looking.
now we're talking about this.
Okay.
So theirs is general and this is more specific that we would say, give to the person we're hiring or thinking about hiring.
If you count up 7 bullet points from the bottom of the first page, it says updating website.
Yes. Yes.
Oh. Looking for second from the bottom, and I'm going.
Seven.
Seven.
Seven. I need a hearing aid.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did anyone else have comments about Jody's list as our? Obviously, as we're talking with people, we can adapt our questions to their strengths or weaknesses too. I mean, this is just, this for transparency's sake, this gives them an idea of what we expect and do they have concerns? That almost anyone's trained. But these are the things.
Your biggest thing is you need someone who is honest and has. Because you're handling millions of dollars. What? You can't just have someone come in here that. I've heard too many frauds.
Right. So we obviously, we would want, if they have experience, clerical experience when they're dealing with money, then that's a great thing.
And we also have to understand what Jody does, what we need in terms of ongoing skill sets, because that will give us a way to rank anyone who comes to us looking for, to fill the position.
Right.
So.
And at some point, if this is going to be a provisional / probationary period, we have to be able to assess them against specific things, which we can say they've done these, are the rest of them. Is it appropriate to give them more time to learn things? Because you can't learn everything, not even in the probationary period. Jody does too much. So is everyone comfortable with Jody's list?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Carolyn? Pat? I'm comfortable with it too. Thank you, Jen.
Mhm.
So, we will send you're going to contact the county and let them know to proceed with their process to get that out to the state after it's reviewed by the villages.
Mhm.
So we'll all probably get a second review maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then it will go to the state. Now, for the exempt, I heard they were saying that typically this position is not exempt and it's an unusual request and that has to be approved by the state. So the provisional part of the position might be that they cannot be exempt, or do we get to
So,
choose that?
no, so what the county said was only the village of Dryden has the exempt. And they are saying because they already have it, that it probably won't take as long.
Because it's already been done once.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
there's been a precedent for it.
yes.
Okay,
Yep.
good. But not very long in state's perspective. What is that? We don't know.
But we don't have to wait.
But we can go ahead with it. We can proceed. Okay, and that's the important. Okay, all right, good. Any other discussion about the job description? When do we want to pull the trigger on contacting people? And is there anything we need to wait for, Jody?
Well, when you decide that you're ready, we have to go through the county and we have to post it there
There.
and accept applications. So like you
Right, yeah.
post it, you say how long you want to keep it open. Do you want to keep it open for 2 weeks, a month?
Right.
What.
Right.
But you have to I mean, you don't want to set it too long.
So does that
2 weeks
have,
probably.
does it have to be the final approved version through all of the villages and the state, or can we just go ahead?
They said we could just go ahead and
Okay, good.
hire them provisionally.
Provisional. All right.
I think, did I share that email with you?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
provisional is like provisional based on what? So
While we're waiting for the state.
while we're waiting for the state to make their final decision. Okay. So,
I actually did have someone stop in today that saw it on the agenda.
Really?
Inquired.
Awesome.
that's good.
That's great.
Well, don't get too excited.
Yeah.
Excited. That's a good sign.
Well, I have been putting the word out to different municipalities or any
Awesome.
around and saying, if you know of anybody,
Good.
you
Thank
know.
Well, I've been doing the same thing.
Mhm.
I think we'll have interest.
Yeah, I think so.
For thinking so.
Yeah, I think so.
But when we do decide to begin interviewing,
Mhm.
we better make the decision quickly,
Oh, yeah.
or they will find another position. Because a lot of close pressure positions open.
Oh, there is now?
Well, was it Dryden and somebody else? Was it?
Bambi just retired.
I was telling you by the time that we have ours up, if there's an open position now, then that'll be done. And
Yeah.
we'll be going forward because it's we have a couple months ahead of us. We're waiting for state approval on something.
We don't need to do, if Jody says we don't need to wait to stay,
You don't have to.
no, don't have to.
Okay. Any other discussion about stuff on this topic?
No more discussion, just let's go ahead.
We need a resolution to move forward.
For this.
So you want to list the position? How long do you want it to run?
That might be a good question for the county. For a position like that, what would they recommend? Because they do a lot of those searches and they might say probably 2
I
weeks.
think
or
it
they
kind
might
of
say-
depends on which position. it
Yeah, I
is.
know, but they might have a better.
I mean, there are some that they kind of know who they want to hire and they open it for one day.
Right,
Mhm.
yes, but we don't,
It's been done that way.
we don't have that, so it'll be longer than.
Well, we certainly want to wait until after June 13th when Ronnie gets back.
So you could set a time frame and then extend it.
You could resubmit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can resubmit and say, open it again
Yes.
for an additional two or X period of days or weeks. Yeah, can do that.
I'm just asking that you don't ask me to start somebody new in June and July when I'm doing year end.
Well, no, see,
Because
you
they
don't-
have a lot more to learn before they start doing year
No,
end.
when it's,
Of course, yes, yes.
So. I
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
If there are restrictions, or if your schedule is not good for those months,
Yeah.
then we will have more time to search and interview. So maybe we should open it up for a good month or something for.
But
I would maybe just post it later, delay posting until after Ronnie gets back, then you can have it open for 2 weeks. Interview throughout the month of July, and then offer somebody to start in August or mid-August.
and that makes sense with regard to just how the school year goes and
Yeah.
historically what's happens in the county. People are away.
I wouldn't limit it to 2 weeks. I mean, what if someone doesn't see it those 2 weeks, you know?
Well, you can always extend it. But if you have a really good candidate, you don't want them to leave and take another job.
Which is what
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
If you wait too long to make a decision.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fine.
That can happen.
Let's open it up at the beginning of July then.
Okay. It's
I
good.
mean, if you paid attention anywhere, I mean, youth services, they have second round of, to fill Teresa's position. They have 2 good candidates they're going to interview tomorrow.
It's hit and miss right now.
Yeah.
As far as candidates and their availability and how long they wait. So, yeah. So around the 1st of July, 2-week window for submissions, or applications, I'm sorry. And then we can start looking at candidates and
I
evaluating.
would say like
County-
candidates in August.
Makes sense?
talk about it at our July meeting. Set a date.
Do you want a specific date?
Well, I can.
Well, then,
I just don't want, because I'm assuming I'll be in on the interviewing process, because I've been in all the other ones that have happened.
You would
That's
have,
happened
you would
with-
almost have to be.
Yeah, so my year end is the end of July,
Mhm.
so I don't want to have to be interviewing while I'm trying to do year end.
That's what I'm trying to- yeah, yeah, trying to
So if
close out.
we could start interviewing in August would be, so.
Okay.
the beginning of August, the middle of
Yeah,
August.
post
So
mid
it was
July.
mid-July, 2 weeks, and then start.
Yeah, that's
setting it up.
After the 4th of July anyway.
Yeah.
Somebody may have to give notice too if they're changing jobs.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
And, we're not in a hurry because the next cycle of really important to learn is budget.
Yeah.
And,
That starts.
it'll be good to have them, if you find somebody August, September, boom, they start, boom, I'm taking them to NICOM with me.
Right. Yeah, that's,
We're just gonna push them right in real fast.
that's true. The NICOM sessions are just great for indoctrinating.
Yeah.
Or I should say.
Indoctrinating.
As soon as I said it, I knew I shouldn't. Education for
So
education.
does everyone agree with the path forward?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
List the job mid-July, start interviewing sometime around the first week or so of August. See if we can make a decision for that or extend if we need to. Good. Okay, great. Okay, the next topic on tonight's agenda is general discussion. Kathleen, we'll start with you.
Okay. Let's see. I jotted some things down. We do have well, I'll put that. Did I pass? Go to Susan and around?
No.
Thank you.
Okay.
I already did youth services. They
Okay.
met tonight at 5. Okay.
All right.
That's it?
Well, Water Resource Council met at 4:15 today, and the Cuga Inlet dredging application comment letter was approved. Let's see, the TMDL training that was from the 29th is now posted on the website, so the slides are there. That was for everybody got a notice of that from the Planning and Sustainability Department. So it's on the Planning and Sustainability County's website under the Water Resources Council. So that's where it's posted. And there's both the recording and the slideshow training. Let's see. And find it. So from memory, EMC met on Thursday, and county and municipal representatives basically after introductions shared what is a win, what is the biggest challenge, and what is a future priority. And then there were some general themes that emerged from that sharing of all of the area conservation groups and reps. And it was energy, sustainability and resilience, and waste reduction were the 3 broad themes. So then everybody broke up into, subgroups, and then further developed subtopics within that. And how, and it was great for hearing what different municipalities were doing and how they were addressing things. So that was EMC. That was their annual conservation meeting. Let's see. Climate Smart Communities, we do have a tentative, they reached out to have the village attend June 25th as a tentative date. Jerry Sheng and Ann Rhodes.
What would we be attending?
It would be to share the information about the grant process.
As far as our submitting it?
Our perspective,
Oh, okay. Lessons learned, best practice.
lessons learned.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have to set a time for the next meeting when everybody's available.
Kathleen, I would maybe ask them, are they interested in the application process or the grant process? Because if they're interested in the application process, we can discuss that, but we have almost no information to share right now about how it's going to go. So it might be worth, if they want both, we might ask them to do this in 6 months.
Well,
It's up to them. If they want to know about the application process, you and I were there, you can share that with them. But if they want to know about working with the state, we have almost no information except that you have to wait quite a while for.
You have to wait. We have a whole lot of.
That's all I can share on that topic.
what they're doing is they're reaching out and they'd like to talk about it beforehand, but it's an invitation to share our experience with the whole process of applying and then where we're at now.
Okay, I just wonder if they would be happier with a future presentation with more information. But maybe not. Maybe that's what they want is the application.
And, the more that come, so if you're available,
What's the date and time?
25th June, tentatively, it's a tentative date, 5:30.
I would just ask them for clarification on their goals, because if their goals are really, maybe they think that we're
I
further.
think they,
I suspect that they would think that we're further along than we are. So maybe they will be, it might be helpful for them to know that we're not, and if they want that, we should push this back at least to the late fall.
Who would be attending that besides ourselves?
that's what I don't know yet. It was just a tentative reach out. I just saw it. I did not respond yet.
Yeah,
But with your permission, I'll say
yeah.
collective, we are interested in learning a little bit more about.
Yeah, gather some requirements they really want. And can we offer, obviously you and Carolyn can offer a lot of perspective on the application. My only thing that I could do, my only contribution would be getting into the SFS system and trying to figure out where your grant is. And it's not that clear. It would be a lot of lessons learned is don't trust the system because it's not that clear. What's supposed to be user-friendly is not friendly. But
Well, that input is good too. So
oh yeah, I know.
No.
Just be aware to get in
I
the
think
system
they're
early.
trying to get a feel for small villages and how, well, without talking further to them, I'm speculating right
Yeah.
now.
Let's find out what they really want.
Yeah.
Because we are stuck at this one, for sure.
Mhm.
We're just waiting. We've got a preliminary information, but it's not much help without having some way of
Mhm.
actually getting in, seeing the grant and looking at how we submit our bills and so forth. So, yeah, but yeah, just find out more information.
And Tompkins County budget process, Human Service Coalition has a forum on the 20th, 3:30 to 5, where the county administrator will be going through the whole budget process. It's by Zoom, but you do have to register. And,
Is that to
he'd alert,
know?
so
Is that to let them know how they would, what they would need to contribute to the county? for the county budget process?
He's going to give fiscal and economic factors driving next year's budget.
Okay.
And the process for the next 5 months and basically how to get involved.
It is some expectations, I think, for what.
And there's a Q&A session also and an opportunity to submit. So, yeah. Heat alert, for staff, and if we could put that on the website again. We flipped from cold to the hot button. Now we're the hot button.
See if, I'm not sure I've received anything from Siren. That's usually what I wait for. When they,
Emergency response and also the whole health.
yeah, I haven't seen
Sometimes-
notifications from them yet. I don't,
Can see.
I don't know if they've
Send it.
turned that on yet because it's only a couple of days of heat. If it was a week or more, maybe, but they have, as far as I know, they have not turned that on yet.
I haven't seen anything come in, but yeah, I'll look. Yeah, I wrote out a sheet. I still haven't found it in my pile of papers, so that's all I can think of for school board elections tomorrow. Noon to 9. And no, it is not run by the town or the village. You have to contact the school district clerk. They have all the information, and like Ithaca sends a mailing. Lansing had theirs posted in the 3 newspapers
Yeah.
and also presented at the town meeting. So
Susan, did you have anything beyond?
Nothing more.
Okay. Carolyn?
We touched already on the 2 topics I wanted to discuss. The first is the Greenway Committee met this morning at 10:30, and we had Kate Chesborough, professor who ran the sophomore landscape design studio, who studied the village parks. I'm impressed that Susan's already seen the video, and I encourage Pat and Ronnie, if you guys have time, to see her presentation. A lot of ideas are going to come out of this. I don't know how much images will come out of it that will be practical for the village, because a lot of it was like somebody would pick 3 parks. So the map would be of those 3 parks. So I'm not sure about how much like the actual concrete charts and tables and images and parks that will go into the final agreement committee, probably just some pretty pictures for the cover and maybe to decorate it. But the information and just the ideas that we got from it was really wonderful. Definitely exceeded my expectations in terms of what the village would get out of it. Nothing concrete, no plan made, but like a lot of good ideas and just food for thought for the Greenway Committee that we'll bring into the new Greenway plan.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting and worked out really, really well. And the other thing I wanted to mention was we touched briefly on the website. I recently found out that there's a professor who studies, best practices for municipal websites, and someone's about to send me an article that they wrote, which I thought was great. And I just want you guys to know that I do have in my mind of projects that I would really like to see a website redesign down the road. We're not ready for that right now, but just something I'm churning. And when I get this article, I'll pass it around.
Gather some good ideas when you start your design. That way you can pick the best parts and insert it into.
It just didn't occur to me that professors were writing articles on municipal website best practices. So I was like, okay, that's great.
It's
Right on point.
unusual, but there are a lot of them. There are a lot of websites.
So that's it for me.
Pat?
I have nothing new.
We just met 2 days ago.
For tonight, I don't think I have any additional comments for our meeting, so I will move that we adjourn.
Second.
Susan seconds. All those in favor, say aye.
Bye.
Aye.
Thank you. Have a good vacation.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
You go, Ronnie.